Hello. In this video, we'll see how we can utilize Data Factory to copy data from an on-premise database to an Azure Data Lake storage, right? So, for this, we'll need to utilize the copy activity that's available under journal pipelines, right? So, come to your Data Factory. In your Data Factory, come to your particular branch. I have created new branch with my name where I'm working. Then from here, click on this plus sign, pipeline, new pipeline, name it, get tables from ADV. It means Adventure Works. Okay. All right. So in the search box here, type copy activity. Bring this copy activity here, right? Rename it copy from ADV, right? So in the copy activity, you need to provide source and sink. So how copy activity works is it's the connection details you provide in the source. It copies data from that to your sink. Okay. Go to your source, right? So it requires data set and linked list. You can think of linked list as a server address and data set as an particular table address, right? So but you know uh, you should avoid creating single data sets. You should always keep them dynamic. I'll tell you why. If you provide data sets one by one, then let's say if you want copy 100 tables, then you will end up creating 100 data sets. So you should keep your data sets dynamic. You can also keep your linked list dynamic, but that's totally up to you, like how much dynamic you want your pipeline to be, right? Okay. Let's go with creating a data set to the source. Our source is our AdventureWorks database, right? Click on new, type SQL. In the end, you should use SQL Server because our database is SQL Server. Click on continue, name it DS ADV. This is our database link service. We had created this link service earlier to AdventureWorks database. Utilize it, right? Keep this empty, right? This table name thing. Do not load it from here. If you load it from here, then this dataset will become specific to the table that you load here. We want this to be dynamic. I'll tell you how to make it dynamic. Okay. Click on OK. Right. Okay. So we have our source configured, source dataset configured. Click on here like open. Right. And go to parameters. So what we want to do is like we want to accept we want this dataset to accept parameters, runtime parameters. So if we pass any table's name at runtime, it should be able to fetch that table from source. For that purpose, we'll need schema. Just a second. We need schema and we need table name, because in a database we have to provide both of these properties to get access to any table. We have to provide schema and we have to provide the table name, right? And here click on enter manually. Here add dynamic content. You will get these options: schema, in the table name also table name. Okay, then save this. Okay, you will have your dataset saved. So you have your source dataset configured, right? Go to your sink. In your sink, you want to save this to your ADLS blob storage. Click on here. You will have Azure blob storage option. Continue. We want to save the files as Parquet. Click on Parquet. Click on continue. You can name it dataset ADV underscore Parquet. Right? Link service. Let's create a new link service because we have not seen how to create link service to blob storage. LS blob storage, right? Now since we are right now this blob storage is on the Azure network, we can utilize auto resolve integration runtime and authentication. You can keep account key. Here select your subscription, select your storage name, right? Then click on test connection. Your connection is successful, then click on create, click on OK. this should create and publish your link service. Keep all